Okay, something else I need to show you on the software is monitoring the temperature. If I hit go here on the upper toolbar, I'll start sampling all the parameters set on the column as a function of time. In order to see the table of parameters, I can hit this table icon here, and I'll see that Excel table. On that table we have every temperature, the heater power in kilowatts, and also percent and reflux value. If I hit this icon in between the diagram and the table, you'll get a graph of the temperature as a function of time. As a default, they give you T1 and T7, but we can change that to T9, which is the rebullet. In order to do that, you're going to go to the upper toolbar, Format, Graph Data, and on this pop-up, you're going to move T7 out of here and bring T9, or whatever temperature you want to watch, onto the graph. So now we're looking at T1, which is the top plate in the column where the reflux flows back, and T9, the rebuller. In addition to T1 and T9, we might want to bring T6 over, which is the plate where the feed returns, is fed to the column. Here you see a temperature plot where I've been warming up and running at full reflux for some time, and now I'm ready to turn on the feed pump and the reflux valve. We warm the column up and start running in full reflux with the reflux control valve off. It's in full reflux. All of it refluxes back on the column. When you've reached the temperature, steady state temperature like shown here, you're ready to start feeding and turning on the reflux and getting back to your second thermal steady state. So to do that, you already have those set in the computer on the diagram, so what you're going to do is turn the red buttons on. Reflux and feed. Now to balance the column, we want at this point to measure the distillate rate, find out what that is, and set the bottom rate accordingly. You can see here on the temperature plot where I started the reflux. On T1, the temperature goes up because now I'm not sending as much reflux back as I did in full reflux, so the tray heats up. This tray is where the feed started, so whereas it heats up some from less reflux coming back on the column, it also has cooler feed hitting that tray, so it also heats up some, but not as much as tray T1.